All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Quadash, double honor to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakathum. All right, and the title of this lesson is Don't Go Straight to Fried Chicken. Take care of yourself. All right, now it's a little bit of a comical title. All right, but it's in lieu of the Day of Atonement that we're observing, as of sundown last night up into sundown this evening. And Lord willing, I can get this video out or published, before, the sun goes down. But, the main point of it is, taking care of yourself. All right. And don't just look at the Day of Atonement as a chore, like, oh, I'm over it and I'm gonna dive straight back into KFC, man. No. All right. There's a spiritual reason behind this, and ultimately fasting is an opportunity physically on the body as well, man. It's a time for your body to reset, to recalibrate. Your body does all kind of wonderful things when it's not constantly digesting food. And there are levels to food. All right, there's water all the way up to inch and a half thick steak. Okay, now one is way more digestible than the other, and there are gradations in between. All right, there's levels in between. All right, you got your yogurts, you got your salads, you got your even among meat you have lighter proteins like chicken, and then all the way up to the deeper red meats like beef and steak. Okay, now the basically the message that I want to read out of Ecclesiasticus 37. All right, because the point of this is to move with wisdom, man, and to take the opportunities to capitalize on the things that the Lord require us to do, because these bodies are wicked as hell. They're weak. Okay, there's always some kind of temptation. You're tempted over things that we know is poison, man. Like I can remember back when I used to drink Coca-Cola, how that tastes. It's wicked as it's basically carbonated sugar and acid, but your mind is the demons in it. It gets to you, man. Your flesh starts to like these things. All right, and that's part of the witchcraft of the food industry, and it's part of our captivity. All right, we all bear that cross, but we got to put our best foot forward. And like the brother said when we was out in Chicago, it's time to go hard now, harder than ever, man. Now is the time after the Day of Atonement. Man, make some adjustments to your diet, man. Take care of yourself. Go to the gym if you can. I got to get better on that myself, But make some damn adjustments, man. All right? Don't just do it and say, oh, it's over with. And now I'm going to just, I'm going to go back to to a whole plate of Southwest egg rolls, have a spiritual, take something away from it than just the day itself, man. Grow from it. Have a leap to the next level, man. At your own measure. Not every man can fast at the same rate or has the same dietary disciplines and things of that nature. But there are basic things that you can just man up and just do it, man. Too much damn meat your body needs greens. It needs a balance of things, man. A balance of nutrients. Anyway, Salakia for the long rant. This is going to be real quick anyway. This is Ecclesiasticus 37. And I'll just start at 22. It says, for grace is not given him from the Lord. Salakia. Verse 22. Another is wise to himself, and the fruits of understanding are commendable in his mouth. A wise man instructeth his people, and the fruits of his understanding fail not. All right, and so we got the wisdom through the Holy Scriptures, broken down to the apostles and the elders on down. All right, and then we disseminate these things even further and break these things down further. All right, and so that's the wisdom. Okay, and it says, a wise man shall be filled with blessing, and all they that see him shall count him happy. The days of the life of a man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. All right, so we understand that that our bodies are weak ass vessels, but You know, we're still required to put our best foot forward, because the things that we do in this life, the way that we live, those things live on forever. Everything's recorded, man. You don't want to be, you know, you don't want to have you want to compete, basically. You want to compete for what we're going to look back on in the kingdom, all right? And not compete according to the things of this world. I'm not talking about men who made a bunch of money. You know, I'm talking about men who are locked in, who did the best despite of these bodies. All right, that's the real measure of a man. All right, doing what you're supposed to do even when you don't want to do it. Not doing something even when you really want to do it. You know, men that can do that, that's admirable. That's commendable, like the scriptures say. All right. It says, a wise man shall inherit glory among his people, and his name shall be perpetual. All right, my son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. All right, prove thy soul means to test it, man. All right, what's good for you, what's bad for you? All right, what are your limits? You know, a day of atonement, when you fasting, man, and you've been eating, you were used to eating 3 times a day, which I don't recommend brothers eat 3 times a day. I recommend once a day, you know, if you can. You know, you're not going off if you eat multiple times a day. But listen, man, these foods are eating 3 times a day may have been a luxury that you could have done back in the past. But these foods, man, they take forever to break down. They're not, you know, you really almost need to just eat once a day. You know, like everybody's doing intermittent fasting. We didn't really need to do this in the kingdom because everything wasn't polluted. All right. But either way, the less you eat, the less stress your body has, because digesting food is a major tax on the body. It burns a lot of calories just digesting food. Now, you ever ate a bunch of food and you just felt tired afterwards? That's because your body is just burning up a bunch of energy trying to digest that food. Okay? And it spends all this energy digesting food. All right, and then once it digested, the food's just sitting there. So what does it do? It stores it as fat. Okay, so bear these things in mind, man. All right, you know, we got to be in the habit of testing ourselves. You should be researching things that are good for you, man. Like get into the herbs, the medicines. All right, the best mental health is actually physical health. You know, Esau's bringing that out now, that the best indicator of a person who's depressed, of a person who's dealing with things in their mind, they're always sad over any kind of thing, that any pill that you can buy in the store, the number one thing is exercise. The biochemistry in your body changes when you lift a weight, or when you run, or you do anything of physical accomplishment. Your brain chemistry improves, man. Okay. And it all makes sense, because the scriptures tell you what, don't be lazy. You know, the Bible is not about slothful men or sluggards. Okay, get up, do something, eat this, don't eat that. The scriptures are on point, man. All right. And it says, I'm gonna read verse 27 again. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it, man. Look, Jay's Chicken, you know, for brothers that know what that is, that's evil, man. Okay, but it's not unlawful, but it's evil because it tastes good, and it technically is lawful, and that's kind of what makes it wicked. Because Esau knows, you know, even Israelites, you know, can eat this, and then the next thing you know, you can have a little sip of shakar. You're like, man, I want some Jay's Chicken, you know. But you got to do these things in measure. You got to do it in moderation, and if all possible, man, get away from it. You know, take this opportunity with this fast, with your body resetting, to improve yourself, man. All right. The truth is about growth, man. Going up in all measures, man. Physically, mentally, definitely spiritually above all. All right. Verse 28, it says, "For all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul hath pleasure in everything." All right. So, you know, back in the day, Dr. Sebi had these lessons that he would do about the health, and he broke down about how every race of people don't respond to food the same. Moab is over there eating an octopus fresh out of the ocean, man. Like, a nigga will literally grab an octopus out of the ocean and bite into it. You try that, man, you're gonna be in the spirit world, man. All right. Not everything is for everybody. Particular seeds, I believe certain mushrooms he was going into about they're good for the, Esau, and it's not, you know. And we'll figure it out, the whole puzzle of the herbs and things in the kingdom. But there, that does have truth in it, man. Not all things are good for all men, man. All right. Some brothers can drink a whole bottle of wine and be fine, man. That don't mean you should do it. So you got to evaluate the things that are evil for you. All right, for your soul. All right. Me personally, myself, I can deal with a 24-hour fast. I do those throughout the year when Lord's, when the Lord permits. But it may be difficult for other brothers, man. And so remember, we're all a body. So wherever that brother is weak at, I'm strong at, then I'll help uplift that brother on that, man. That's how the whole thing works. Okay. It says, verse 28 again, for all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. Okay, so look, it's not good to eat a 15-piece chicken from KFC, man. All right. Well, they don't say that in Leviticus. Well, listen, man. The scriptures are more than the law. Okay, the law is really a codified way of getting the Israelites to conform to wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing, all right? Because wisdom, why did the Lord give us the law? He said, so that ye may live, all right? And wisdom is our key to life. That's what sustains a man, okay? And we all know Yahushua is the former of all things, so he's really the anchor of wisdom, okay? This is why he had to break these things down in the book of Matthew and the Pharisees and these other wicked camps, because they didn't get it. They could read the book of Moses, but they didn't get it, man. Okay, you don't have to say in Leviticus, don't eat a full plate of KFC chicken in one sitting, man. All right? Some things are just common sense. Pastor Hart was saying that earlier, man. Some things are just common sense. It ain't got to be written, thou sayest, And it says, for excess of meats bringeth sickness. All right? So balance things out, man. Get some goddamn vegetables on your plate. All right? When you break your fast tonight, man, you get some juice. All right? Some fruits and vegetables. Matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick. I typed it in Google. After fasting, you should start with small portions of easily digestible food and drinks. So number one, small portions. Don't gorge. Don't get a big plate that you will undo all of the things that you've done, all the benefits that your body gets from fasting. It'll all be undone in one plate of food, man. Okay. So number one, start small. All right. And then it says some good options: fruits and vegetables. All right. All right. Now, if you working out, some jakes need protein. You work out. So the best protein, if you can, for this day or breaking the fast, would be eggs, man. Eggs have a lot of protein, but it's not as heavy as meat, and there's a lot of good amino acids and nutrients in eggs. People say eggs are a superfood, and I can attest to that. Eggs are very good for you. All right. Chicken eggs, by the way. I hope I don't have to say that. Don't go get some duck eggs, and think you're in good case. All right. Don't be simple. All right. It says yogurt, smoothies. All right. Broth-based soups, nuts, hydrating drinks. So nothing on that list says chicken, fried chicken. All right. Now, if you have some fried chicken to later tonight when you break your fast, are you going off? No. All right. But every man, you know yourself, man. All right. That's what it's all about. You know yourself and what's required of you, man. Your spirit, if you're locked in, it should be convicted to do certain things, man. I'll have a little bit of protein later tonight, but I'm definitely going to have some salad, some fruits and vegetables along with it. And I'm going to start slow. All right. So that's basically the lesson, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. Just making sure. Let me read this real quick. Sirach, Ecclesiastes 37:30. For excess meats bring sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. All right, and surfeiting goes into being drunk. So don't get a bottle of Hennessy either, man. Okay. You know, if you do it, you know, slightly in moderation. All right. It says, by surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. So that's it, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachakadash. Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah. On to the next.